I'm going to leave you with two final thoughts. First of all, tools are just part of the equation here. So we spent a lot of time talking about different kinds of tools that are up here and what you can do with those type of tools. Tools are just part of the equation. Remember that you're not just trying out a tool. You're not just migrating content. You're not just sharing information. What you are doing is you're migrating with, you're sharing with your students. Eyes on the prize here. Your learners. Whether those learners are in a professional capacity or in technical capacity or in primary school, secondary school, it's got to be all about the students. So don't just pick a tool because you think to yourself, this looks like a neat tool. Think to yourself, what is this going to do for my students? What is it going to help them achieve? And then the last thought that I'll leave you with is that learning does not necessarily always equal schooling. And it sounds cliche, but it's one of the reasons why at Pearson we say that we're always learning, because we are, as a species, always learning. We're always on. We're always, every time we interact with someone, every time we interact with some kind of object, we are taking in information and learning something about it. My boys like to come home from school and plop their book bags down on the couch, even though they're supposed to be hung up on the peg. And they say, that's it, I'm done with school, I'm done learning for the day. And I say, what are you going to do? You're going to play Angry Birds? Oh, did you realize you're going to be learning physics when you do that? And they just, I just ruined that game. Because I turned it into a learning experience for them. So they go off and play Halo or something like that. Learning does not always equal schooling. Learning is taking place around us all the time. And so that's why I wanted to introduce this idea of social learning into this, because I want you to recognize that as we are going through this learning process with our students and trying to get them to reach certain learning outcomes, they are always on. They're always on, whether they're on their mobile device, they're always on, whether they're using one of these tools we've discussed, but essentially they're always on because their brains are essentially always turned on. And they are always learning. And so therefore, they are always, hopefully, thinking laterally. And with that, I will leave you with that thought, Greg, to finish up.